Welcome back. This is Marc Rudov, branding advisor to CEOs and author of 3 books on branding for CEOs. You can get my books at markrudov.com/books, and all my videos are at markrudov.tv. Taylor Swift has been in the news a lot lately. One of the reasons that her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, he's a receiving tight end, he's going to the Super Bowl, and every time he plays, she's up there in the box rooting and hollering for him, and of course she gave him that big kiss after the Chiefs won the playoffs. But there's another reason, and that's today's topic. Can Taylor Swift swing the 2024 election? Well, why am I asking such a stupid question? Newsweek just commissioned a firm called Redfield and Wilton Strategies to ask potential voters whether Taylor Swift would influence their votes in November 2024. And what Redfield and Wilton discovered is that 18% of voters say they're more likely or significantly more likely to vote for a candidate endorsed by Swift. We all know she supports Joe Biden, and there are rumors that Joe Biden wants to form an alliance with her because he's so desperate. Don't forget, on January 8th, ABC Ipsos found that only 33% of voters approve of Joe Biden. Of course, we know that these people have nothing in their heads. Well, the same could be true of Taylor Swift's fans. Well, why do you say that, Mark? Well, let's just look at a few things. First of all, we know this Generation Zero, as I affectionately call them, don't know anything. What are they taught in school? Taught, with air quotes. Well, they're taught that they can change the weather by throwing soup at the Mona Lisa. They're taught that Dylan Mulvaney is a girl. Dylan Mulvaney is not a girl, claims to be a girl, but you can't say that anymore in school. You'll be expelled. But that's what they're taught. And of course, we know that they're taught to hate Israel. The New York Post just showed a couple of days ago that a couple of kindergarten teachers were teaching the kids, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Well, they changed the words to make it anti-Israel. You can look it up. I'm not going to bother you with it here. But they don't know anything, and we always see that when they're protesting against Israel. Noah Tishby, who's an Israeli actress, went out to, can you say actress anymore? I think I'm supposed to call her an actor, but we used to say actress. She went out to the Sundance Film Festival, which occurs in Park City, Utah, just last week, to interview the anti-Israel protesters, and you can see by the questions she asks them and the responses that they don't know anything. Watch.
Hi, so as it turned out, hate, anti-Semitism made its way to Sundance Film Festival, where people are calling for a ceasefire now, which is exactly what we had on October 6th before Hamas slaughtered all these Jews.
From the river to the sea, Palestine needs to be free from the occupation, which is illegal.
What's the river?
I forgot the river's name,
sea?
But the sea is the Red Sea.
So where is the river and the sea that everybody's chanting about?
I think it's the Black Sea and the river on the other side of Gaza.
Okay, so it's the Black Sea and the river on the other side of Gaza.
The Palestinian genocide, it's just awful.
What about the hostages? Do you know about the hostages?
Unfortunately, I'm not that educated about that part.
The occupation is illegal. Even chocolate is not allowed. Wedding dresses are not allowed. It's been this way for over 15 years.
It's a genocide. It's not about Hamas. It's not.
How is it not about Hamas?
It's not about. Hamas isn't even there.
Isn't where? Hamas isn't where?
Even in Gaza.
Hamas is not in Gaza. The Jews are in Gaza.
The Jews.
Are there hostages in Gaza right now?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I got this from someone else.
Somebody gave it to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
No.
What are you demonstrating for or against?
against the occupation of Palestine.
So support for the Black Sea to the other river to be liberated.
To be liberated from the occupation.
Does Israel have the right to exist at all?
I think the state of Israel should be dissolved.
So do you know what happened to women on October 7th?
I've heard things. I've also heard that they're not confirmed.
Not confirmed. The rape incidences are not confirmed?
Not sure.
What about the hostages? Fire no! Are there any hostages? Fire no! So this is it. A demonstration at Sundance Film Festival calling for the genocide of Jews. As you can see, some of the people don't even know what it is that they're talking about. Our youth have been poisoned to such a level that blatant anti-Semitism is allowed. And it's just unfortunate. So we're all calling for freedom in the region. This is not the way to do it.
Here's a whole generation, Generation Zero, and you saw a couple of older folks there too. But, you know, if your kid doesn't know anything, and your kid is a college graduate or in college, it's your fault because you're paying the tuition and you're approving of the dunce your child proves to be. So it doesn't surprise me that we would see a few adults in the crowd, so-called, who are anti-Israel also, and also don't know anything. So when you think about the question, can Taylor Swift convince 18% of the American electorate to vote for Joe Biden or Rocky the Squirrel or Mickey Mouse, it's quite likely because when you don't have anything up here, it's easy for somebody like Taylor Swift to come along and fill that void. We won't know the answer to this question until November. But remember, when you're branding your company and your main audience is morons like the ones at the Sundance Film Festival, you have your work cut out for you. What you might do is completely ignore them altogether, but that's up to you. If you want to know more about this, I suggest you contact me, Marc Rudov, at marcrudov.com. Until next time.